Question. Huzaifa Limited issued 20,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each. Payment were to be made as follows: rupees 35 on application, rupees 35 on allotment, and balance on first and final call. All the shares were subscribed. All the amounts were duly received except the allotment and call money on 500 shares. You are required to pass journal entries and prepare balance sheet of the company. Huzaifa Limited issued 20,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each. Number of shares issued 20,000. Amount per share 100. Payable 35 on application, 35 on allotment, balance on final call. First and final call. Balance amount receivable rupees 30. Face value of share 100. Amount paid along with or payable along with the application 35. Then allotment 35. 35 plus 35 70. Face value 100. So amount receivable on first and final call is rupees 30. Application money 35. Allotment money 35. First and final call money 30. All the amounts was duly received except allotment and call money on 500 shares. Allotment and call money on 500 shares. A shareholder holding 500 shares did not pay allotment and call money. Journal entries. First entry on application, bank account debtor to share application. Number of shares issued 20,000. Number of shares applications received 20,000. So application money 77 lakh rupees. Bank account debtor to share application 7 lakh rupees. Next entry, share application account debtor to share capital 7 lakh. Then third entry, when allotment money due 20,000 into 35. Allotment money per share 35. Number of shares 20,000. So amount due on allotment is 20,000 into 35. 7 lakh. Next entry, for the receipt of allotment money, bank account debtor calls in arrear account debtor to share allotment. Bank account debtor calls in arrear account debtor to share allotment. Calls in arrear amount in calls in arrear account is the unpaid amount by the shareholders. Unpaid amount. In this case, a shareholder holding 500 shares did not pay allotment and call money. So amount unpaid on allotment money is 500 into 35. That is the amount debited with calls in arrear. Amount receivable on allotment is rupees 7 lakh. Amount not received is 17,500. So amount received on allotment money is 6,82,500. Bank account debtor calls in arrear account debtor to share allotment. Next entry, when first call due, share first and final call account debtor to share capital. Share first and final call account debtor to share capital account 6 lakh. Next entry, on receipt of first call, bank account debtor calls in arrear account debtor to share first and final call. Amount debited with calls in arrear is rupees 15,000. That is the unpaid amount on first and final call. Unpaid amount on first and final call 500 into 30. Amount receivable on amount per share, that is receivable on first and final call is rupees 30. So unpaid amount is 500 into 30, 15,000. Balance sheet, share equities and liabilities, shareholders funds, share capital. Share capital, notes to accounts, share capital, authorized capital is not given, issued capital 20,000 into 100, 20,000 into 100, 20 lakhs. Subscribed capitals, subscribed and fully paid up 19,500 shares of rupees 100 each. Subscribed and not fully paid up 500 shares of rupees 100 each. Rupees 50,000 less calls in arrear 32,500. Cash and cash equivalents 19,67,500.